What's going on, guys? J487 back with another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be discussing basically the truth about Vanguard zombies. You know, zombies has obviously had a lot of negative feedback since its release from the community, as you all know. As well as a lot of popular zombie content creators like Mr. Ruffle Waffles and Syndicate. I don't know if any of you guys have seen some of the feedback from themselves. Obviously, you know, it's not the best, and it's something we should definitely really look at. Obviously, a few of the key points to look at is obviously Treyarch did have a lot less time to make this game. I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere they were introduced halfway through development, which definitely has a massive take on the whole end development of the game. But I don't think it's a great excuse. Obviously, another key point is it was made during COVID-19. So you know, that's also another thing that definitely would have affected the development of the game. But let's just look at a few of the problems with zombies. Like, obviously, one of the first ones is that there's no Easter egg. There's no main Easter egg yet. Now, I know obviously that's something that's coming in the future, but you know, this is a full release of the game. The game just came out, and the state of the zombies currently not having an Easter egg kind of makes it you know, it's really dry, especially for zombies content creators, in my opinion. Plus, no side quests, not that I've found. I couldn't find anything on the internet, but any side quests. There's those little radios that you can listen to, but it's nothing crazy. Do you know what I mean? There's no, I know it's a bit dry, because obviously on a launch date, everyone's really excited to start digging through. I know a lot of people like Noah J456, Mr. Ruffle Waffles, etc. Obviously they're going through, and obviously now they can't, so it does suck. You know, it does suck, but I suppose we move. Also, another problem obviously that's been discussed lately in the community is the fact that there's no pause option. Obviously, a lot of people are you know, they have addressed that this is coming. Obviously, you know, it's one of those things. A pause option, everyone would say, which should be standard when it comes out. You know, that's like a pretty standard thing. To me, I'm not gonna lie, there's been a few times when I've died because I've had to go do something, whether that's answer the door or something, you know, and obviously I can't pause the game. But you know, I don't know, it's a weird one. It's a very weird not to have the pause menu, but obviously that's one of the big issues with zombies. Yeah, so basically moving on to the fourth is no Pack-a-Punch camo. Like, Jesus, some of the, I don't know, this one's not really excusable in my opinion. I feel like no Pack-a-Punch camo is really not excusable. It's literally just the camo. All we want is to be able to pack-a-punch a gun and have a different camo on there. You know, whether even if this camo was imported from an older Call of Duty, at this point I couldn't really care. At least we'd have a Pack-a-Punch camo. It's not something, as you know, I'm not a developer. You know, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but I can't imagine it being some crazy addition that they couldn't add. It just it's a bit of a weird one, but I have seen, obviously we will be getting a Pack-a-Punch camo in the future. Another fifth point is probably the fact that there's no actual wonder weapon, and when I say wonder weapon, I mean there's no wonder weapon, nor is there any ray gun. Now, I did speak to somebody regarding this, and they were like, well, you know, it's like it's not a Black Ops, it's not a Black Ops Call of Duty. I was like, yeah, but the story of the zombies is interties with the rest, you know what I mean, with the Dark Aether story. So I don't see why it wasn't added. I don't see why, even if the ray gun wasn't going to be added, there's no ray gun. The box is pretty much trash right now. Obviously, you're just getting variants of Pack-a-Punched guns. It's not the best at all. In fact, I rarely use the box. Mainly when I'm playing zombies, I base off guns I find on the floor. Or if you know, I don't know. I don't really use the box too much in the zombies. Which is a shame, actually, because I used to, you know, I'm a long time Call of Duty player, so it's weird not having the box as like a, you know, a first thing to go towards. I'm just a big Me personally, I'm a massive fan of the old school zombies. You know, starting in with a pistol. Points matter, so shooting the zombies forward a few times, then knifing to try and get the maximum points at the start. You know, to me, that was the best. And it's sad to see that obviously zombies just come away from that. I've kind of learned to accept that, but I do, you know, with this, you know, these problems here with the current Vanguard zombies, obviously, you know, it's not the best. It's not the best. But another problem that the community has discussed, the problem with the current Vanguard zombies is the perks are pretty much very bland. You know, we use the same 5 perks pretty much. Unlike Cold War as well, we have no way of upgrading these perks. They're just in the game. Obviously, you can upgrade them in the game, but I'm talking like, I don't know if you remember Cold War. You guys, obviously, you know, you probably do. It's the last Call of Duty that came out. There was a lot more to it. You were able to upgrade these perks. You know, it made it something fun to grind, especially for the grinder players out there. I personally enjoyed leveling up my perks, you know, upgrading my perks to get different attributes. But obviously, the current game, you know, it's very bland. The way the upgrade system works is all based in game, and you know it. For example, so what was Juggernaut? I can't remember their name. See, this is the problem. Things aren't very memorable either. I played zombies quite a lot and I can't remember a lot of stuff. So obviously the perk that's Juggernaut that increases your health, the red perk. Obviously that perk. So when you first initially buy it, obviously like all the perks are for free, and then you buy the tier 1, which is 25% increase on health. You buy tier 2, which I think is like 2,500 points, which will get you to 50% extra health. Obviously, you can buy tier 3, which takes you to 75% health, and finally tier 4, which will give you 100% extra health. It's very straightforward. You know, there's nothing too crazy there. It's very bland. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's one of the biggest problems with Vanguard zombies in the moment. Is a lot of things are just bland. There wasn't much effort, it feels like, put into it, and it's a shame because, you know, I enjoyed Cold War zombies, so like I was expecting a nice, you know, like a new year, fresh start, and we didn't really get much, to be honest. Oh, the last problem, well, there is other problems, but I'm gonna say this is one of my the biggest problems, and I think a lot of you guys may agree, with the fact that zombies is no longer like the round based system that we used to, and I feel like that's the biggest problem here, is that Call of Duty Zombies has been the same pretty much from the get-go. You go in, you survive as many rounds as you can, you flex to your friends what round you've been up to, and you know, that's the idea. Now, obviously, there was no problem with this formula, in my opinion. I haven't seen anybody complain about it in the past. It's one of those things, you know, like they just I feel like they decided to change it. You know, thinking they'd have something better, but in my personal opinion, a lot of people are blaming this on the Call of Duty Zombies being rushed. But if we look at the facts, obviously, was it I can't remember if it was the Onslaught mode or the Outbreak. Either way, is a combination of those two. Clearly, they have obviously had a lot of nice feedback regarding that and thought, you know, this could be the new way Zombies is done. I don't think it's a rush thing. I think it's a bad business move, in my opinion. I feel like they thought it was a good idea because, let's be real, surely it would take a bit longer to, you know, change the way the modes work, other than just, you know, create a brand new map on the Call of Duty Zombies Vanguard. I don't know, it's a weird one. Again, a lot of these problems are weird. I don't understand a lot of them. Now, I 100% get it. Time was a problem, you know, lack of resources, but I just feel like it was a really bad excuse. You know, I don't think that you can solely blame lack of resources on this. It's pretty sad to see, but I do I do have high hopes for this zombies. I just feel like that this can be solved, and I feel like if Vanguard Zombies, obviously, if Call of Duty decide to fix this, you know, you could go through these list of problems and go through one by one, and you could, you know, you could have an amazing zombies right here, a really good zombies experience. The actual base of the game, how the game feels and stuff, I'm a real big fan of. Just like the multiplayer, I'm really enjoying the multiplayer. The zombies, I would be enjoying it if, you know, it had more. If it felt like it had more effort into it. But yeah, I feel like a lot of these things may be addressed, or they could just decide to keep Vanguard Zombies in the current state and not really give us what we want, which obviously Call of Duty have got a good past of doing that. But we've got our fingers crossed, I guess. Also, let me know what you guys think on these problems with zombies. This list of problems I have, and obviously I haven't just picked these out myself. I've seen a lot of different opinions going around in the community, and these are some of the most popular ones. I'm not even going to get into the fact that the zombies was basically just, you know, multiplayer maps pretty much turned into zombies. But you know, there's a lot more problems. But yes, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching, and take care.